Hey everybody, it's the Betty Boopers podcast. Gotta be quiet because it's Betty Boopers time. It's almost 2 a.m. over here in Japan. Everybody's sleeping. It's Christmas Eve. Santa's already come because Santa's supposed to come at midnight and it's almost 2 a.m. so he already ate the cookies. Dropped off the presents, kicked your dog. Took a dump in your toilet and didn't flush. But he left you a PS5 so it's all okay. Yeah, it's a little nighttime right now. It's a little Betty Boopers time right now. Of course, I'm staying up late tonight. I'm being a little night owl, little nighty night owl. Cause I gotta take a flight tomorrow at 1 p.m. I want to try to sleep on the plane. I figured if I'm just really tired, maybe I can actually fall asleep. Because I can never sleep on an airplane. Even when I'm really tired, and I've done this before, just stayed up all night, and then I can continue to not be able to sleep on the plane, so I just was miserable the whole time. But hey, I'm trying it again. You know what they say, if you fail and you don't succeed, then try and try again, and if you keep failing, just keep trying, and even if you never succeed, just keep trying and keep failing, and then you'll die and just be a failure your entire life. That's what they say. Just keep failing and then die a failure. So anyway, I'm going back to America for a little Christmas there, A little Christmas and New Year's, see the fam. See the friends. See the fam friends, Yeah, my flight tomorrow is at 1 p.m. It was when I bought the ticket, it was at 8 p.m., And I thought that was good. That's a good time, But then they just changed it. They're like, oh, now it's 1 p.m. Oh, thanks, you already paid us. Oh, no refunds. Thanks for the money, though. We have the right to change your flight anytime we want. Didn't you read the terms and conditions? You checked that little box that had like 17 pages of small text. You check the box. That means we get your $800 and we can change your flight, make it 7 hours early, and there's nothing you can do. What if you had to work that day and now you can't get off work that day and now because the flight's 7 hours earlier, huh? Well, too fucking bad because you already paid your $800 and you clicked that goddamn little box. You son of a bitch, you should have paid the $25 extra for the insurance so you could have changed your flight in case you got corona or sick or for any other reason except for probably even if you did pay that $25 and you wanted to change it, we'd just be like, fuck you, there's more little fine print in the little box you checked. Thanks for the $25. You didn't even check the second little box you checked, you fucking idiot. Thanks for your money, goddamn. Anyway, yeah, actually, I had to work today even though it was a Saturday, Christmas Eve, because my university, they had like some Star Festival or some bullshit, it was on a Monday, so like classes were canceled so they could have this like Star Festival. I don't know what the fuck it is, some stupid fucking thing. And then the makeup day, it really could have been any Saturday, and the one they chose was Christmas Eve. Oh god, so yeah, I had a lot of students that were absent today because they were just like, fuck that, dude. Because of course Christmas over here in Japan, it's not really family time. It's like boyfriend girlfriend time, It's like over here in Japan when people think of Christmas, like, oh, it's fucking Christmas, dude. I'm gonna get laid. Fuck yeah, time to get drunk and fuck with the dumb whores at the bar. It's fucking Christmas, dude. Everyone wants to get laid on Christmas, and all the lonely chicks are gonna be fucking drunk at the bars. And Christmas Eve is on Saturday this year. That means everyone's gonna fucking party and wear the slutty Christmas, what are the Mrs. Claus Christmas outfits that they can buy at Don Quixote for $10. And Don Quixote, if you never heard of it, it's like the Walmart over here in Japan. It's called Don Quixote. They're like that Spanish conquistador guy. I don't know why it's called Don Quixote. Their mascot is a blue penguin, which doesn't make any fucking sense, because the store's called Don Quixote, which is a Spanish conquistador, and even if the mascot is a penguin, it should be black, not blue, because there's no goddamn blue penguins. What the fuck's going on? Anyway, you can buy slutty Mrs. Claus outfits there for $10 if you're a dumb whore, and so I do like shopping at Don Quixote. They have a lot of good deals there. Of course, I did go to the Don Quixote yesterday, buy some chocolates for my lady friend. Put them in her stocking, the little stocking stuffers. And actually, you know what Don Quixote is most famous for over here in Japan? They're most famous for selling these things called tengu, which is it's a masturbation device for your pee pee. It's like a little bottle that it's like a what do you call those? It's a vagina. It's a plastic vagina that you put on your pee pee. And they're very famous over here. These Chinese tourists. They come over here and they buy all the tengu. So they can fuck a piece of plastic, I guess. And there's like all these advertisements. I go to the Don Quixote yesterday, and they're like, I'm looking at the site because it's like 8 floors. This thing's like in a building. Like each little floor is kind of small, but it goes up. It's eight different floors. I'm looking at the directory there, and it's like the first floor is like holiday goods, blah blah blah, medicine, da da do da do, and then like on the 7th floor, like in bigger letters, bigger than all the other letters, it says the Tengu Center. I mean, they got a whole center dedicated to this fucking this sex toy, dude. And you know what else is on the floor? It's just normal, regular toys for kids. So they got the sex toys on the same floor with the normal toys. It's like, hey man, who decided? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Anyway, I didn't end up buying a Tengu. I hear they're pretty good though. Maybe I should get one of those. Anyway, I'm so sleepy weepy right now. It's 2 a.m. Oh, it's 2 a.m. right now. Yeah, I did a little comedy show last night. It's a Friday night comedy show. Dude, fucking Friday night's the main comedy show. There was fucking nobody there. Oh god, there was seven audience members. 3 of them did not speak English very well. I mean, they could speak a little bit. One of them is a Japanese dude. Think he might be gay because he asked me out to dinner after the show. He might have just wanted to have a free English lesson, or a hand job. I'm not sure. It's tough to tell on these guys. I remember my gay friend used to live here. He said it was always very difficult to tell if like gaydar. Asian gaydar is different than American gaydar, so it's kind of difficult for him to understand if guys are gay because another problem is a lot of the straight Japanese guys kind of act gay, as what we would call gay in America, just like their fashion sense and the hours they spend doing their hair. Yeah, so anyway, I politely declined because I didn't want to explain to him. I don't really ever eat out, and I was kind of busy because I had to go to the Don Quixote and get some chocolates and maybe a little masturbation device. So anyway, there were only 4 people there, 4 audience members there that could speak English, and they weren't exactly like laughers. There's some people that just laugh at it, whatever. And of course, there was probably 10 comedians there. So of course, there were more comedians in the audience than actual paid audience members. And they weren't really laughing. I kind of bombed, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. I fucking bombed pretty hard. And I was kind of in a shit mood before I went there. I was like, oh god, I mean, I'm pretty much kind of always in a shit mood, but this is especially a shit mood, And usually, if I get to the club and there's like lots of people there, I'll kind of have to, psych myself up. I'm like, all right, you got to put on a show, man. Can't disappoint. But then this time there's only like 7 people there, and 3 of them didn't speak English. And I was just like, oh god, oh god, damn it, And then I don't know. I've been kind of having trouble like thinking recently, I guess. I feel like have been having trouble thinking, or just like coming up with thoughts, or just like my brain feels cloudy a lot of reason. I'm not sure why that is. I'm trying to. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. My performance was kind of shit, and It's so funny when you're like halfway through a joke and like you're like mid sentence and you don't even want to finish the sentence. You know, you're just thinking in your head, it's like, this joke is not going to land. Why am I even finishing this sentence? I know it's not going to land. So that kind of happened a lot. And when you get that feeling, oh, it's the worst feeling on stage. It's like, oh God, what am I doing? Yeah. So anyway, it was a great night of comedy. It was great. It was a lot of fun. It was a fun time for kids of all ages. Yeah, when I was taking the train back there, I was taking the train back from Shibuya, which is like one of the busiest, probably tied for the busiest train station in Japan, tied with Shinjuku. I guess Shinjuku is probably a little more busier actually, but Shibuya is number 2. And I mean, you can't. No one can. If you can, you see what I'm saying? I can't even make sentences here. Of course, I'm very tired, but yeah, Shibuya is super busy, right? So like, I go there and like, they got the Kakueki Teisha train, which is called, it's the local train, stops at every station. That one takes about 35 minutes. 35, 40, no, let's see. The thing is, yeah, it's about 38 minutes. It's 38 minutes from Shibuya to my station, if I take that local train there. And then if I take the express train, that takes 27 minutes. So that's 10 less minutes there. And then, I gotta transfer to a local. So I guess total trip is like 33 minutes, right? 33 minutes if I take the express train, and then 37 minutes if I take the local train, right? So, I'm looking at the timetable there, and the local train's leaving, and the express train's leaving like 2 minutes later, right? So, of course, it makes sense. I just wait for the express train, because actually that one's going to arrive. That one's going to arrive sooner, so I'm sitting there waiting, waiting, wait, let me look at my phone, no one's sending, no one's clicking like on my post, fucking bullshit, dude, you need to like, comment, subscribe, share, motherfucker, waiting for the train, how come the train's not here? It's been 2 minutes. I look up at the board there, and that's when I noticed everyone else is looking up at the board there, and they're making announcements, and they're like, this train is not going to be on platform 4, it's going to be on platform 3 now, so which was just the one that's directly across, But basically, like, a whole bunch of people had lined up, so the line was like 10 people deep, and now it's like the train that everyone's taking is on the other side of the track, right? So now, like, what happens is just the people at the end of the back of the line, they just turn around and walk 2 steps, and now they're at the front of the line. And all the people at the front of the line, now they're at the back of the line. Because they switched which track it's arriving on. So I kind of felt bad for all the people waiting at the beginning of the line. Of course, I was waiting at the end of the line, so I was quite happy because now I'm at the front of the line. Yeah, but anyway, it says it says it's coming in like 3 minutes. And I was looking up at that, and I was like, oh wow, this is bullshit, dude. I guess I should have taken that local train because it's going to arrive at the same time now. Then I proceed to wait for 10 more minutes. The goddamn train doesn't show up, It's like 15 minutes late, and of course this is Shibuya Station, so like all these people just keep piling into the station, because there's no trains coming to like bring them along, And the train finally arrives there, and we get in it, and it gets that classic, fucking crowded ass Japanese train. People just fucking pack themselves in there, and everyone just keeps pushing. Everyone just keeps pushing until our bodies are all slammed up against each other. God, man. I think I was touching ass with like this 65-year-old man, behind me. Our asses were touching. And then there was like this like short, like 4'5" girl that like her head was like in my armpit, and pretty sure I wore deodorant that day. So, she didn't really care. She didn't really seem to care. She was like playing games on her phone, while her head was in my armpit. But, hey, guy, you know what's really annoying about these trains over here in Japan is like they turn the heaters on full fucking blast, and it's like, okay, I get it's cold outside, it's cold outside. It's like 3 degrees Celsius over here, which is like I don't know 40 degrees, 35, 40 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's fucking cold outside, right? So everyone's bundled up, But you get in the train, it's like fucking 80 degrees, right? It's like 80 degrees Fahrenheit in the train. I've got these heaters on full blast. Like, dude, I'm bundled up over here, all right? I'm layered. I got layers, dude. I got my heat tech. I got my sweatshirt, you know. I got my down jacket on top of that. I got my knit cap on top of that, you know. I'm bundled up. I'm ready for the cold winter. And here you are. I walk on this train. It's like, God damn, I'm sweating. And now it's full of people. Some girls in my armpit. This old man's ass cheeks are rubbing up against my ass cheeks. We're having a fart war. We're farting on each other. It's goddamn hot and so I don't know who controls the goddamn temperature, the temperature of the heater on the train. But it's like, goddamn Japanese government, man. Oh, speaking of the Japanese government, they're making me fucking take a COVID test to come back into Japan. It's like, it's fucking 3 years ago. All right, what does it fucking matter even if I am COVID positive and I arrive back into Japan? What is it gonna be, some new strain? What are you fucking these goddamn tests cost like $150. Yeah, I was looking online, you know, like at Rite Aid or whatever. You can get a free one, you know. And like you gotta fill out this like little questionnaire, just like to qualify for a free one, right? So I fill it out. It's like you don't qualify, so it's gonna be $150. I'm like, well, why the fuck not? So I just click back. And I just changed some of my answers, and it's like, oh, you qualify. It's free now. It's like, okay, well, everything I clicked, you have no way of checking that, so I think I'm just gonna do that, you know. I mean, what a fucking scam. You know, you just lie on the form there. They give it to you for free. They have no way of checking it, so hopefully I'm going to get one of those free ones. Yeah, the only thing that's going to be a problem, that might be a problem, is you got to show your ID, and my California ID, or your driver's license. My California driver's license is expired, or the one I have. I mean, it's not actually expired. They just never sent me the card. Twice. The goddamn California DMV never sent me my renewal license, and then I went down there and I'm like, hey, I never got my license, you son of a bitch. And they're like, oh, well, you have to pay for a lost one. I'm like, well, I didn't lose it, you never sent it to me. I'm like, all right, well, that's gonna be $45 if you want another one. I was like, oh, you son of a bitch. And so I paid the $45, and they didn't send me that one either. I didn't get it. That's 2 licenses I didn't get. Fucking government, man. Oh God, they can't even send me a plastic card. I think I made a podcast about this 2 years ago. When I was complaining about it, because they can't even send me a goddamn plastic card. People want them to manage everyone's health care. Oh God, and the Japanese government, they want me to get a goddamn COVID test 3 years later, when like it doesn't fucking matter. Oh Jesus Christ. You know, anyway, government's great. Vote Democrat, I guess. You know, or vote Republican. It doesn't really matter. Both of them are big government. Both of them are the big government parties, because we don't have a small government party in America, because everyone's brainwashed by the propaganda, because they're too tribal, and they will keep fighting, and they don't even care that central power has the power to print infinite money. God, everyone's so fucking stupid. You know, anyway, I don't want to alienate any listeners here. Yeah, we're going to drop off Zoro at this hotel tomorrow, you know. Zoro's got to stay at the hotel. And, you know, my lady friend, she's like weighing out the food for him. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, we gotta bring us food for the hotel. I'm like, what are you talking about? We're paying this hotel $50 a day they don't even feed him? We gotta bring him his own food, and we gotta package it? We gotta package all of his meals separately? We got 10 little bags for all of his daily meals? This is fucking bullshit, dude. What are we paying this hotel for? God damn. They can't even give him some goddamn kibble. Anyway, she's very worried about Zoro there, you know. She's very worried about Zoro, you know. She's always telling me, I'm like, what about Zoro? What happens if Zoro does this? What if Zoro does that? What if Zoro does this? What if Zoro? I'm like, hey, I was worried about Zoro. What about me? All right, what about my needs? You don't care about me. She's like, well, you're a human. You can do it, George. He needs our help. I'm like, all right, well, what if you had to kill Zoro or you had to kill me? Who are you gonna kill? And she's like, well, I can't kill a dog. I was like, all right, well, guess we know where this relationship's going. You know, anyway, everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'm not gonna be back for 10 days. I guess I'm coming back on the 5th. I guess that's 11 days. 10, 11, 12 days. I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter because nobody listens to this thing anyway. Thanks for listening. Maybe I'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.